Last time we finished the first palace. So I would suggest you look at the VODs from last few streams to see that. And now we are about to start looking for our next target. The turtles look for their next target. I'm excited. I've been wanting to play more, like on my days off, but obviously I won't do that. Unless I can farm or something, then I will. But like, playing through like the story, obviously not. Alright. So, today, it's Thursday evening. I don't remember what we did exactly before I finished.
Nice.
This still looks healthy. Do we have any DVDs to watch?
Oh.
No, but we should bring that back eventually. I still can't leave to out of Yogan at night. What are my social stats looking like, actually? How do I check that? Put on. Actually, I want to check this. I think I can get I think I can get the rank 2 of her. I think I should do that. And I think the next time I can get on up to, since everyone's pretty even for the most part, Ryuji being the highest, obviously. We have armor and stuff. Guess we can read something. Get our social stuff.
Hey.
Yeah, a lot of books here. This I have to bring back to the library. This still hasn't. I still haven't boosted my fucking knowledge, right? Pretty sure I haven't.
Hey.
I would remember that because I've been trying to do that for what feels like 1,000 years. But let's just read and get our proficiency up a little bit. I haven't been to the batting cages. This book really about cleaning, or is it to become a monk?
Hey.
Okay, so we're not gonna finish it, obviously. I do know that the library, you can get the speed reading book, and I think you can finish books faster with that. So I'm gonna have to keep an eye out for that. I don't know when you can get it.
First off, I'd like to begin by congratulating you.
To think our master would give words of praise. You better treasure this
Why are
moment,
you so
inmate.
obnoxious? Fucking hate Carolyn.
You have encountered allies who share your ideals, and you have found your place in reality. The time has come. Your rehabilitation will soon begin.
What rehabilitation?
I shall explain it to you now. You have a special potential. However, that must be refined into a useful power. It is weak now, but refining it shall grant you the strength to stand against the coming ruin.
Ruin?
That is the rehabilitation cast upon you.
Coming ruin.
There are various means by which you may gain the power to resist the ruin. Fighting shadows and gaining experience is one way.
Got a new monitor and it's fucking massive. Really? How big did you get it?
The fusion process I taught you prior is another.
This is all possible because of our master's guidance, inmate.
Carol, I want to punt
Though
this
it may
little
be
shit so bad.
presumptuous of us, we have words of wisdom as well. When you're out in reality, you better hone your relationships with those you have contracts
Yes, I
with.
do that. I've been doing that.
Spending time with those people will lead to the cultivation of your relationships with them.
Upgraded from an 18-inch 60Hz VGA piece of shit to a 27-inch 1440 144 Hz absolute piece. You can see so much, it's amazing. Damn, 27 inches, that is pretty big. That is pretty big. My two monitors I have now, I think, are like 21 inches. If I recall correctly. And then I have a TV that's like 32 or some shit. 27 is pretty massive. It's dope, you got a nice upgrade though. Very good.
That is another source of power to evade the ruin that our master has mentioned.
Thanks to the contracts you formed, your heart is steadily gaining the power of opposition. It seems the rehabilitation is going well. This is a truly joyous occasion. I shall grant you an ability befitting of your newfound growth. Consider it a gift.
I'm doing pretty good. I'm doing pretty good. I slept like shit last night, so like I was gonna play like Overwatch or something today, but my brain is not trying to function that much, so I was like, I'll just play Persona again. Fuck it.
May the devotion to your rehabilitation grow even deeper. I have high hopes for you.
I feel like my bond will grow deeper with Igor. Ooh, nice. I can hold 8 personas now.
All right.
Hello, Gears. The confidant ability power stock increases the number of personas you can hold to 8. Nice.
The time has come. Return to your brief moments of rest. And don't forget to go talk to your contractor's inmate.
I'm gonna punt this little shit one of these days. From a contract to confidant. Sometimes the person you meet in town can become your confidant. I'm pretty sure that we had this exact tutorial in like the first like few hours of the game. Like verbatim. 12 hours in, they'll be like, oh, confidants. Like I haven't been doing that already. I wish I had money. I'd kill for a real breakfast.
Have you heard?
What about Big Bang Burger? The one on Central Street is holding a contest right now. Oh, the contest, nice. Big Bang Challenge or whatever. If you go at night, you can eat. You can eat for only 500 yen. Gotta eat one of their giant burgers, though, right? How can anyone actually finish that? Still, 500 yen is a steal.
Wow.
A huge burger, huh? Interesting. In case you forgot. True. I bet giving that a go will increase your guts. Yeah. I tried to do that, I think, last stream, but I fucking forgot that you have to actually do it.
Like you heard last week, gym class is canceled today. Instead, I'm supposed to give you some guidance. The gist is, don't go around talking about the incident. That's all.
What if I want to?
The police are still investigating Mr. Kamoshida, so I can't say anything myself. As a teacher, though, I'm ashamed for not having noticed that a student was suffering like that. I'm not defending him, but as a colleague, he just seemed like, well,
that
a
is
normal
a bunch
person.
of fucking malarkey, Kawakami.
Honestly, it still doesn't feel real. I guess people can have multiple sides
No
to
shit,
them.
Shirley.
The teachers have it rough, huh?
Oh yeah, I just remembered something I learned about psychology. They say that humans have several different personalities hidden in their subconscious.
Yes.
Different personalities?
Oh, to be clear, I'm not talking about multiple personality disorder. These different personalities can be a different gender or a different age from you. I mean, if you think about how gods and monsters and myths were first based on the human image. If you actually saw one of those personalities with your own eyes, it might look like a monster.
Yeah. Yeah.
You all seem more alert than usual. Did I finally talk about something that interests you? Well, I'm just saying what I've heard. It feels like I just now understood what I learned long ago.
It feels like gaining that knowledge made me a bit smarter. Ah, yes, my brain grew. How am I still level 1 knowledge? Please, video game. I'm begging. I'm on my knees.
It ain't much, but we've been getting more postings on the Phantom Aficionado website.
But now that they're doing another Naruto thing, perhaps maybe by any chance we'll consider streaming Fortnite. I could just go do this. I could go right here, right now. Look at that. That's Fortnite right there. I could do it. I'm not. It ain't much, but getting website.
I want to make my friend apologize for not returning the stuff I lent him.
It's that easy.
Do it that
I
yourself.
could do it now because I have it installed on my PlayStation. I don't know. We'll see. Never say never at this point in time because I'm waiting for the Overwatch 2 beta, and I don't even know if I'm getting into the Overwatch 2 beta, and I don't feel like paying $40 to get into the Overwatch 2 beta guaranteed. It depends. We'll see. We'll see how the next couple weeks go, for sure. I'm gonna be looking for more shit to stream.
Hey, those girls.
You know that Phantom Thieves rumor about stealing Kamoshida's heart?
It's gotta be made up. Do you seriously believe they exist?
But look what happened to Kamoshida.
He probably just couldn't keep hiding it after that girl tried to kill herself.
Yeah, you might be right. I guess there's no way they really
Where do I
exist.
get the job to be a voice actor in a Persona game?
Most importantly, it seriously sucks that our school is gonna be known for stuff like this.
I wonder if it'll affect our college entrance.
That's probably a normal reaction for now, but they'll see soon enough. If we can take care of 2 or 3 famous guys, people will have to believe we exist.
Voice acting seems like such a cool job. It seems really cool. I hear like mixed things about voice acting, the place, like the job itself. But like, I think it's a cool job nonetheless. But like in terms of like pay and stuff, I feel like it's been better. Unrealistic for me. Proper. I mean, there's always dubs for other languages.
So about those big shots, we don't have any leads yet, right? Plus, there's that rumor about you two threatening Kamoshida, too.
I don't get why we are public enemy number 1.
Looks like you'll just have to live a normal, honest school life for the time being.
Sounds good, Morgan Ghana.
Still, make sure you stay prepared just in case anything comes up, alright?
I'll keep an eye out for info on any big shots that might be coming around.
And I'll try to dig up some dirt online.
We went and formed the Phantom Thieves group, but we can't even find a target.
There.
I guess sometimes things just don't go the way we want them to.
Excuse me.
Oh, best girl?
Did you wish to see me, Principal Kobayakawa?
You saw the state Kamoshida-kun was in, didn't you? It's as if his personality has completely changed. Something is definitely
I agree,
wrong
Mr.
here.
Potato Man.
I'm not sure I follow.
From what I've heard, it appears as though some students were meddling in his business.
You were born. Voice Kano and Yakuza. That's the only voice I want to do. Yakuza 8, Kano's return.
If they did something to him, who could they be?
Are you saying that these students may have caused Mr. Kamoshida to change?
That is what I wish to know, even if it takes some probing into student matters.
This man's head is like ginormous, but he has the smallest ears I've ever seen on a person. And there are like children with bigger ears than this man.
I would like you to look into this for me.
It is true that there are many rumors regarding Mr. Kamoshida, but Do you mean all of this talk about those phantom thieves?
It is undeniable that Mr. Kamoshida has changed in some way. I'd like to have a grasp of the cause. This shall also ensure that I handle the mass media and police in the correct fashion.
Oh.
I will continue speaking to Mr. Kamoshida myself. Unless you find whomever did this, these irresponsible rumors will likely never die down. Don't you agree? You have been at the top of your class since day one. Your conduct is good, and teachers favor you. I could write you a recommendation for any college of your choosing, Makoto Nijima.
Makoto Nijima.
Thank you.
Your lineage must certainly play a part in this excellence. Your sister is still young, yet she holds an admirable position at the public prosecutor's office, no? If something disappointing were to happen here, that wouldn't reflect very well on your sister.
Oh my.
Do you understand?
This guy's an asshole, please. No way it's the Oh my god, it actually is.
Yes.
The fucking Duke.
How wise. It's no wonder you're our student council president. I'd appreciate if you'd look into this as soon as possible. I ask that you begin at once.
Yes.
This fucking guy, I hate this guy. Come on.
It's me, sir. My apologies for troubling you at such a busy time. Yes, it's about the matter we discussed
put
earlier.
it on auto and it should be fine.
I have all bases covered. The investigation will begin immediately. Of course. Yes, I will get results. I should be able to update you soon. Well then, I must be going. Thank you very much for your time.
Mr. Potato. Mr. Potato Head. And the police are really here. I saw them at the entrance. I saw them too. They were talking to the teachers. That change of heart thing's seriously amazing, huh? I hope they don't find out we're responsible, ... I'm pretty sure we'll be fine. There's no proof it was us. We don't need to worry. I'm concerned. Should we turn ourselves in? No, we ain't no bitches. You don't need to worry. You sound sure of yourself, but I mean, haven't rumors been going around about how you guys threatened Kamoshida? This world's Kamoshida shouldn't know anything about what actually happened to him, though. Still, we did what was right. Don't go freaking out over some label. I guess that's true. Man, I really can't wait to keep living this double life. Alright, Hades! We're gonna be counting on you.
Hey, are you listening?
No, you throw that fucking piece of chalk at me, Mr. Ushimaru. I'm gonna fucking fuck your day up. Swear to God. Better fucking not. I would have got up and beat the fucking brakes off you, boy.
Pay attention.
Yeah. Throwing fucking chalk at me. Listen, Cat, I will get my proficiency up eventually, TM. It's not that important. Comparatively. What the fuck do you want, Mishima?
You seen that Phantom Aficionado website?
I've heard of it.
I'm the one who started it.
Get the fuck away from me. Why are you so close?
You guys are the Phantom Thieves, aren't you?
Give me some space.
Sorry. Although, if things really are as I think, I should keep it a secret.
Yeah, you think?
Kamoshida used me, and I did some horrible things to you guys. This isn't much of a way for me to apologize for it. But if there's anything I can do to help, just let me know.
That's great, but this is a misunderstanding, sir.
That's all I needed to say.
It's not just Kamoshida. There are tons of evil adults out there.
But I'm sure the Phantom Thieves will do something. They can't let this end after just one target. That's why I wanted to make a forum where people could post their problems. There are probably a lot of people who have high hopes for the Phantom Thieves' next move. So, I've also implemented an anonymous poll on the site. Do you believe in the Phantom Thieves or not? I want to work on this forum so eventually it'll be packed with tons of supportive posts. I'd really like to help out in the Phantom Thieves' acts of justice. Can I?
Sounds like fun. It's a do what you want, Mishima.
Yeah, I will.
I don't know what you're talking about. I'm just boy. What do the Phantom Thieves do exactly? Like kill teachers? No. The premise of Persona is that you can go into the mind palace of bad people and change their hearts so that they are not bad people anymore.
Besides
You have to like throw in steal treasure
there were others who supported you.
and shit. They don't kill them, or they're not supposed to. It could kill, like we could kill them, but the way that the Phantom Thieves do it, they don't actually want to kill people. They just want them to confess the bad shit they did. We don't kill.
Someone who enthusiastically cheered the Phantom Thieves on. Perhaps they were quite close.
Like realistically, we could kill them, but they go about it so that they don't kill. Because we are high schoolers. We don't want to kill people, I guess. I think some of these adults should definitely be killed, personally, but I don't have a choice.
What do you have to say to that?
Mishima.
I am that. It shall be with the birth of the moon persona. I have obtained the.
Alright, so we have Mishima's confidant now. That's another person. I think Mishima is actually pretty good. I think he levels up. I don't think I need to actually pay much attention to him, if I recall. I don't remember.
See you.
Brain small.
We heard all that.
You guys didn't come up to me and say anything?
Jeez. It was a little awkward trying to figure out when to walk over here.
Fucking dumb.
So that forum is Mishima-kun's.
Has he figured out our identities?
Even so, I think it'll be fine. He seemed to be playing it cool.
I guess we should have a little chat about this later.
Agreed.
I will say, though, a forum where people can post problems may prove unexpectedly useful.
Anyways, we gotta get looking for a new target.
And we need to stay sharp until we manage to find one. Once we do, we'll have to head into another palace. So we should prep our equipment and...
Wait! Oh, crap!
What's with you?
Don't we have an exam coming up?
Judging by that reaction,
shit.
I'd assume you're going to struggle this time too.
It's not like you're any better. All you're good at is English.
I'd rather that than be bad at every subject.
I mean, she has a point.
Even your Japanese is questionable at best, Ryuji.
What's questionable is whether you're really even a human.
What? He's so fucking rude.
Good comeback, huh?
Let's discuss this with our fists.
Bring it.
Will you two stop it?
Exams are truly the greatest evil. Agreed. Let's not draw any attention to ourselves until we find our next target. Don't forget to study, though. I'm not getting blamed if your grades aren't, or if your grades start dropping. I swear I can read. I promise. What to do between? Try listening to rumors. Okay. Oh, I can get on up here. I should do that. Not like someone was watching me this morning. What should I do? Maybe it wouldn't hurt to at least ask. No, but then Lady Ann seems depressed. I don't think she seems depressed. I think she seems worried. But Morgana is a human. confused. Morgana believes he's a human. He doesn't actually know if he's a human, but his thinking is like, if I can talk and if I'm a talking cat, obviously I was a human once, right? That's like his thinking. So he believes he's a human, but no one actually knows it. He says he was, but no one really. Yeah, never mind his stuff. Should be able to invite her out with my current kindness. Fine, seriously, besides, I wouldn't want to trouble you. Tell me about your problems. I want you to rely on me, on Takamaki Maki. He doesn't want to be so bad talking to you about this stuff. Truth is there something I want to tell you? I feel I can become closer with An thanks to the lover's persona. Yeah. Hang out with her.
Thanks.
Alright, sounds good. Calendar viewed. Oh, the diner's open. Nice. Hey, there's something I want to talk to you about. Hades! It's Shiho. Well, I went to visit her in the hospital. She said she was sorry. Sorry for not telling me about Kamoshida, about all the things he was doing to her. But it was my fault too. I didn't realize how much trouble she was in. I wasn't there for her. I apologize as well. Are you feeling better now? She's so strong. Are you friends again? Are you feeling better now?
Yeah.
I finally got to tell her everything I couldn't bring myself to say before.
Hey.
I remember how Kamoshida threatened to take Shiho off the team if I didn't sleep with him. I only agreed to it so that I wouldn't ruin Shiho's dreams. But now that I think about it, he never would have put her on the bench and cost his team games. I seriously should have dared him to try and take her starting spot. But in the end, maybe I just didn't believe in her ability. I remember there was a talking bear. Yeah, I love the bear in Persona 4. Great. Can't blame yourself, you might be right. Kamoshida had the upper hand. You can't blame yourself.
Oh.
Think so? All this happened because of how weak I am. That's why I believe Kamoshida's authority outweighed Shiho's own ability to earn her starting spot. Do you remember the last time I talked to you like this? When I got the phone call from Kamoshida and cried? I felt so alone, scared even. But because you were there for me, I decided not to go. I was a little surprised at how pushy we were about it, but I see now you just wanted to help. Thanks. There's no big deal. Could have just ignored you. No big deal. I head out and start Persona at this very moment. Alright, sounds good. Definitely should. Thank you. Enjoy Persona. Then people used to call me all sorts of names back then. Prissy bitch, Kamoshida's girl. I got tired of it pretty quickly. But to tell you the truth, someday I want to be able to take labels like that in stride. Hey. Personas are the power of the heart, right? That means if my heart gets stronger, my persona will too. Yeah. So I want to strengthen my heart. And I want to use that strength to help the people around me. Hope we could save people from trouble, just like what we did when we changed Kamoshida's heart. Though honestly, I don't even know what strong is, but I'm gonna find the answer. I promise. I'll help. Really? Thanks. I feel like I'm a little stronger already. Giggle. I guess that doesn't really count though, huh? Well, I'll be relying on you. Let's train together sometime. Let's train together and make our super strong heart, super strong heart. I sense heightened motivation from An. Negotiation fails with female channel. You try again. Girl talk.
All right.
Girl talk. How about this? I won't get any refills on fountain drinks. I mean, they're free, so not getting any would mean you have a strong heart. Sure.
Huh?
Is that not right? Yeah.
Bye.
Not completely wrong. Oh, hey, it's me. Thanks for listening to what I had to say earlier. Now I feel like I have a better idea who I want to be. Also, I'm going to think of how I can strengthen my heart. If you think of anything, if I think of anything, I'll let you know. I hope you'll join me again next time. Of course, you're my teammate. Leave it to me. Of course, you're my teammate. Thanks, you're such a nice guy. How about you help me come up with ways to train my heart? Just let me know when a really good idea hits you. Didn't she just say she was gonna come up with ideas? Now she's putting it on me.
That's the key to this place.
Hey.
You get to lock up from now on. I can't keep waiting for you to come home. Don't start any fires,
Alright.
okay?
Can't promise anything. You can now leave Yogan Jaya at night.
Hey!
You want to go out now that we're allowed? Oh, and come to think of it, shouldn't we stop by the airsoft shop? No, because I don't have enough guts for that. I already know that.
Now listen up.
Okay, Morgan. Hey, Borgie. I can go return that DVD. Searching all along. Badu. Badu. I will go get that persona in a second. Or that confidant. I want to return this before my brain forgets.
What would you like? I didn't know peace and love.
Oh, I actually did. I was thinking of the other store.
What do you want to do?
Let's do some shopping.
Take your
But
time.
they don't really have anything I need in here.
What do you want to do?
Do. What's in here? Drugstore.
Welcome.
Ah, yeah. These are actually pretty decent, to be honest. But I don't think I need those right now. I feel like those stuff are more later game, like be more useful.
Welcome.
Okay, we have the good stuff. We got the good stuff. Alright, let's go talk to the guy bear over here. The political dude.
Please consider what I have to say.
There have been far too many incidents recently to ignore. Can anyone deny this? The runaway train incident, mysterious psychotic breakdown to teach a school with a corrupt teacher. We have yet to discover the truth of it all. The apathy that penetrates society is a direct result of negligence by our government and the media. You're listening quite attentively. Are you interested in politics? Sure. Are you a student? I'm delighted to captivate the interest of someone your age. Could use the help of a young person, but you can't hire someone without experience. I'm sorry about that. However, I'd be happy to if you stop by to hear one of my speeches again. Well then, that's all for today. I'm heading to the beef bowl shop. Yeah, the beef bowl shop. Okay. Yeah, I'm aware that you have to get the beast the beef bowl shop. Actually, you get. I'm trying to think as if he's like very important to get. I don't remember how important he is to actually like level up, to be honest.
What do you want?
Ooh, okay. Counter, Hama boost. Udo boost. Interesting. Alright. I guess we could talk to him since he has the persona confidant thing, but I'm like 90% sure I can't talk to him until I get my guts to like rank 4 or some dumb shit. So I changed the plans. That paperback from the other day, all yours. Picked it up somewhere. I picked it up somewhere. Nothing to do with me, understand? I didn't see it. I didn't touch it. I don't know about it. We clear? No. That's it. Then go home. You can go window shop somewhere else. A modified model gun should be powerful. Should be a powerful weapon to use during palace battles. Let's ask him what's up. Don't freak out, Hades. Just ask. Yeah, I need gauntlets. I need dauntless guts.
Huh? Okay.
Yeah.
Come again.
Actually, do you have anything new, my guy? Want to make a purchase.
All right. Sounds good.
Compared to what I have now. 58. I don't think it's that big of a deal in the grand scheme of things. So maybe gun.
Okay. All right. Which one?
This is better than mine.
That's what you're choosing. So I get
gun. And I don't want to buy mine yet. Let's give me a shotgun. Alright. Actually, I think we can do the Big Bang Burger. Bangy bang bang. Bangarang. Bass wub 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 wub. Welcome to Big Bang Burger. Open 24 hours a day because there's no day or night in space. We're currently offering what we call the Big Bang Challenge. If you can finish our special large volume burger within the time limit, then you win. And we have a luxurious prize prepared for those who succeed. Big Bang Challenge will improve your guts, but at the cost of money. The challenge is conquered. Okay, so I need proficiency knowledge.
Oh, you want to do it?
Take the challenge. Certainly, now let's go take a seat. Good luck. Thank you for taking the Big Bang Challenge. Alright, give me the burger. That's a big burger.
For real?
We're gonna shut the fuck up. You're a cat. In my bag. No one. I don't know how no one notices him just meowing up a fucking storm. The burger is You should conquer the challenge, but should you conquer the challenge, you were. I'm not going to, but this will get my guts up.
Now then. Now then. Oh,
to be honest though, like he finished like most of that, and that's fucking impressive. Difficult, I need knowledge, yeah. Knowledge and proficiency you need to get up.
Want to head back?
Move a little more to the right. I can't see the screen. Excuse me. Now for today's train news. Today's headlines are volleyball beating investigation. The school claims to have left teaching methods up to its staff. It has denied once again that it had any knowledge of the beatings. Pollen warning as of next week. Greater volume and arriving later. Hotspots in Tokyo. Experience art in Shibuya. The Madarame exhibit opens next week. People are really talking about the Kamoshida incident. No one in this car knows that we're the ones who did it. Well, yeah, that's probably for the best, dog. Cat. Ow.
Yup.
Yup. Oh yeah, you've got exams starting on Wednesday. Don't tell me you forgot.
Open your textbooks.
Anyway, today we'll be talking about the tale of the bamboo cutter. Most theorize it's the oldest story in Japan for some time. It's the oldest science fiction. Okay, this is a question. But if you ask me, the oldest story in Japan is about a terrible woman. I mean, Princess Kaguya. Gives her suitors absurd tasks, demands fancy gifts, and then runs off to the moon. Some men lose their fortunes, some are humiliated, and some of them get serious wounds or even go blind. Women like Princess Kaguya actually show up in a lot of stories from around the world. Now the nuts can... Yes. You've probably heard that a woman who uses her... to lead people to their doom is femme fatale. Femme fatale. So, what's the literal translation for the phrase femme fatale? Femme fatale. Femme fatale tutu. Okay, so I'm pretty sure it's fatal woman, yeah? That makes some... Because, like, woman of fate doesn't make sense. It's fatal. Like, it literally says fatal right there. Yeah.
This is it.
Exactly.
Look at my brain. Some famous examples are the Witch Morgan Le Fay. Yes. My brain very big.
Nice going.
Yeah, I'm pretty smart, Morgana. You'd be surprised. How is my knowledge not up, bro? Oh my god. Can it rain so I can get some fucking studying going? Please.
None of these posts are any good. Everyone's just bitching about their parents or their boyfriends.
None of these posts are...
There ain't even a hint about a new palace.
We can't get everything online. Finding a post with a name and location is asking a lot.
Guess we just gotta find one ourselves then.
Are you seriously suggesting we look for a target that even the police have overlooked?
Yeah, you're right. We should probably just hold off till exams are done with, huh? We can wait and see for a little longer, then worry about coming up empty-handed if it happens.
Oh shit, it's Makoto. I need you.
This place is off limits, you know.
Oh, it's not. The door's open. Haru comes up here, doesn't she?
Get out of here once we're done chatting. Anyways, what's Miss Council President want with us?
Oh boy.
The troublemaker, the center of gossip, and the infamous transfer student. Interesting combination.
Oh boy.
Great way to start a conversation.
By the way, it seems as though you got to know Mr. Kamoshida pretty well.
Somewhat, not really. Who? Not really. Not gonna be too smart with her.
Yeah, you know, he's only been here a month or so.
I heard Mr. Kamoshida used a volleyball team member to spread details of your past record. Don't you hate him? Mr. Kamoshida, I mean.
Nah, I don't give a fuck about no haters on God.
What's all this about? My friend here's
You
an
fucking
upstanding
tell him,
guy.
Ryuji. I'm a fucking upstanding guy.
I don't mean to offend.
Well, you are offending,
Many students have been
Makoto.
shaken up by what happened with Mr. Kamoshida. The rumors about that odd calling card-esque posting aren't going away either.
I didn't expect someone like you would care about that tactless stuff, Nijima-senpai.
I don't know that it was tactless.
Shut the fuck up, Ryuji.
Anyways, we done here? We can't leave if you keep talking to us.
At least try to understand my position. Being forced to deal with this horseplay.
Horseplay?
What does
Yes, by the
horseplay
way,
mean?
It's been decided that this place will be
playing with
closed
horses,
off due to
Makoto,
the
thinking about
incident. I heard some people are coming up here without permission, after all. I'm sorry to have interrupted you.
God damn it, Makoto.
What was that about?
She's onto us. That girl seems rather sharp. We should be cautious of her.
She really pisses me off.
Be careful.
Yeah, talk about a pain in the ass.
That reminds me. Study hard. Especially you, Ryuji. There are bound to be traps that will need to be solved with brains. Keep in mind that everything you do in your daily lives has an impact on your abilities.
True. Studying won't be so bad if we just think of it as helping us prepare to be phantom thieves.
Yeah, we need to get the study up. We need to get our knowledge up, man. I feel like I've been fucking going for knowledge and just not.
But man, it's just so lame. I was all fired up about helping people, not about studying.
Yeah, well, studying
Well,
to help
I
people.
do have somewhere interesting to show you beforehand. You guys did originally promise to help me out with my
Literally
mission
never
after
did.
all.
Huh? Mission?
Follow me.
What are you bringing us here for?
Just do as I told you.
Alright, I've got the Phantom Aficionado website up. Now what?
Look for a post with a full name in it.
I already said there's no info on any
Just
big
do
shots.
what the
Don't
cat
you
tells you
remember?
to do, Ryuj.
But man, people actually go put someone's real name on here. That's some scary
Oh
shit.
god.
You won't listen to what I say. No, wait. There's no name on this one.
Someone's bad-mouthing me in online chat rooms. This one's got a name.
Ignore those. Aren't there any posts about more serious trouble?
I don't know what to do about my ex who's stalking me. His name is Natsuhiko
What the
Nakanohara.
fucking name? Natsuhiko Nakanohara?
It says he's a teller at City Hall.
A government worker stalking someone?
That should be a suitable target. Alright. Now get the metanav ready.
We're just gonna jump right into a palace?
Hey! What happened to all that talk of unanimous decision? What do you think we should do?
It is! Let's go.
That's what I'm talking about!
Okay then.
We need a name and a place, right? So the name is...
Actually, we don't need a location this time. Just enter exactly what I say. The key word is... mementos.
Love Mentos.
What are you trying to pull?
Just listen to me. It should work. I think.
Ah, jeez. That again? Mementos, was it?
Candidate found.
We got a hit?
Just as I thought.
Ah, the Mementos. The Mentos is where I'll be doing a bulk of my farming. Off stream, probably.
Everyone disappeared. It kind of feels like I'm walking
Walking
on
on
air.
sunshine.
Is this that Nakanohara guy's palace?
That's half right, but half wrong. This is a type of palace, but it's different from the normal ones. Come on, let's head down. The shadows here lurk underground. I don't quite understand why. It may be because they're drawn to something.
Underground? How are we going to get there?
I don't know, the deep
How?
stairs? No.
You use it every day on your way to school. Follow me.
Wait up, cat!
Morgana.
The hell is this place? Wait, our clothes changed?
The shadows know we're here?
Since the moment we stepped in,
You should have told us!
we're still safe right here. I've come to investigate a number of times. Shadows never come up to this floor, but it's a different story once you go down. This place is simply teeming with them.
More importantly, what is this mementos? It's about time you start explaining.
Mementos is everyone's palace.
Huh? What do you mean, everyone's?
A palace as grand as the previous castle only forms when a person's wishes are extremely distorted. So instead of many individual palaces, The general public has one gigantic shared palace. That's where we are now.
Mementos.
Mementos.
Now that you mention it, this place feels a bit different from Kamoshida's palace.
When you say shared, you mean they're all put together? Even though they're just strangers?
Think of it as the collective unconscious. No, never mind. You wouldn't understand that.
At least you know you're catching it, Morgana, so you're not wasting your time explaining.
So what you're saying is, using this place, we can even change the hearts of people who don't have a palace?
Correct. The steps to do so are slightly different, though.
But this place looks pretty huge. Are we gonna be able to get around just by walking?
It seems the time has finally come. Morgana!
Fusion. Ha!
Come now, Panther. Ladies first.
A car?
No way!
This comes from the way cognition
Where
materializes
do I buy a
in the
cat that
metaverse.
turns into a
Plus
car?
a bit of extra training.
Seems very convenient.
It's not dissimilar to how you guys transform.
You turning into a car is totally different than our clothes changing.
That's a pretty big difference, Morgana. I'm not gonna lie.
For some reason, cats turning into buses is an extremely widespread cognition among the general public.
Why a bus, though?
No idea.
Wait, why didn't you do this at the castle?
I would have if I could. But that castle was cramped. There were tons of stairs, and no way this fits on top of a chandelier.
I mean,
Hey, Skull! Ladies first!
Hey, stop pulling me! No, that's dangerous!
Panther, please be gentle!
All aboard! Let's go!
Why are you all just sitting back there? I'm a car, remember? I'm not going anywhere unless someone drives me.
You can't drive yourself?
Do you know how to drive?
I've driven in a game. I don't have a license. Time to bust my moves.
Safety first, okay?
All right, I'll be very safe. Don't you worry.
You'd better not smash up my beautiful face. You hear me?
I can drive perfectly fine.
All right then, we'll leave the driving to you.
I play Forza.
Now start the engine. You can't drive if it's not running.
Jeez, what a pain. Where's the key to this thing?
Why would you need a key? There's a switch just down next to the steering wheel. That tickles. Lower, lower. Oh, there. That feels so
Okay, Morgana, you're gonna have to stop.
good.
Is that purring I hear? Oh, what a creepy-ass car.
Don't underestimate my meowdery engine. We're going full throttle. It's time to fly.
I don't know how Morgana still thinks he's a human when he can literally turn into a fucking car.
Whoa.
Man, this place totally feels like a palace. Yeah, I guess it'd be strange driving on the tracks like this in the real world. Anyway, not gonna horror somewhere in here, right? Most likely in a segment of his own creation. Don't worry, it won't be the size of a palace. Our next step is to find an entrance to that segment.
And again.
And what's this entrance gonna look like? I have no idea, but strong distortions should be pretty obvious. We just gotta go wandering around for it then? Goddamn pain in the arse. In the fucking arse. Oh yes, I like the mementos. You don't actually really need to farm the mementos. I'm pretty sure in this game, but like, it doesn't hurt.
All right, the first move is on.
Viscid, rotting, and
All right. The baton made you stronger.
Instant kick!
You did it, Skull!
I think I have
Another baton pass!
got it. Do I have any? Got it. Don't have any. Got it. Where's my boy? Jackie Frost.
Keep up the pace! That's 2 enemies down for Joker! Only one more. Let's go!
Thank you.
All enemies defeated! Just what I'd expect from you, Joker.
I'd like that. I would have liked to get one of those, but you know. I don't want to use Garu 4 times.
Easy win. They were nothing.
Oh, a strong boy.
That one is no
Right,
joke.
I don't
Be
actually
careful.
remember.
Use electric moves. Those are its
Hey,
weaknesses.
Jack-o'-lantern, you're weak
This enemy's weak to wind.
Persona! Ravage Snap!
Ooh, very nice. We got
Oh,
that.
I thought Bicorn was a strong one. Omegle.
Yeah! Nice!
Nice
That
work,
worked out, I
team.
guess. Got a curse bomb.
Okay.
Huh?
Oh,
That
there's
was a
a
little
strong
too
one.
easy.
Let's continue going this way. Let's be open. Oh god, that guy was facing me. Blah 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 blah.
Nice, Joker. Right in their weak spot.
Do it!
Not over yet. I'll get him. Dance,
Dance, fire, dance.
So good. Let's do this. Coming. What's the map? You're so gorgeous, Panther.
Dance, fire, dance.
This'll let
I already have victory. I want to focus on getting ones that I don't have. Okay.
All right.
And gold.
That
Okay,
was
so
a
that's
little
where
too easy.
Nakonohara is. But you can explore a little bit more here because you can actually get some stuff to sell, and there's usually treasure chests. This is the next floor. Okay, very cool. I think that might change when I come out of Nakonohara's thing though, but yeah. Looks like I'm just gonna have to
Persona!
use Boo
Ravage Snap!
Oh, follow up. Get him, Luigi.
Yeah!
Smack him. Hey. I forgot how much damage that does actually. Holy shit.
It's almost scary how good I am.
We're going to do this. Get them all down. See if I can't get one. I don't like doing that, but you know.
It's almost scary how
Okay,
good
so
I am.
oh. Okay, yeah, I can grab him at level 12. And let's talk. Once me understand you, me lend you power.
Just look at it. Try calming
Me
its
not make
nerves.
excuse, me loss, so me pay consequences. Me am really in soup now. Do you want me am ready if you want grill me, so don't want to eat you. I'll make you into soup. I don't want to eat you. I don't want to eat you. Me pretty sure you know what mean by grill, but you play along and make joke. You nice person? Hey human, you look really young. You still at the age where you depend on others, huh? You go back into your mother's arms, you need to take nap now? Not sleepy, I'm not that young. I'm not sleepy. Damn it. Well, I mean, a revival bead is good. I'm good with that, to be honest. That's a good item to have. Pretty sure those are pretty expensive.
All right.
Do not mind that. Fight the big baddie. Oh, wait, can you turn around? Turn around. Turn around, bitch. Turn around, bitch. Thank you. Ew. Okay, bitch. Oh, it's you.
Alright,
Barret.
the first move is ours.
Alright, we're gonna fucking Dorama. Dorima. Hit him with the technical. Blah. That. Hit him with another Dorima. He's gonna get some health back and go sleepy sleeps. We'll hit him with a boofy. Hit him with the boofy. Oh, he's dead. Very nice. We'll hold him up.
Let's go.
Do the all out. Alright. Pretty good. Bang, bang, bang. And we should finish him with that. Easy clap.
Yeah! Victory!
Pretty heavy armor. There was a chest over here.
Alright.
Yeah, boy.
That was a little.
Empty vial. Not great. Get away from the door. Get away from the door. Get away from the door. Away from it. Away. Away! Away! Thank you. Blah 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 blah. So the contest. Hit somebody with a Yaru who's weak to it.
Captain Kidd! Hell yeah!
So baton pass. Baton pass to on, but I'm actually not gonna. I could probably just kill her with this. There we go. 60 speech. Talk. We don't need her, so give me an item. Didn't ask for this. Devil
Boring,
fruit.
but we might as well keep it. What do you think?
You're lucky. You're lucky, Pixie.
Yeah!
And rip your fucking wings off.
Victory!
Not some XP.
Okay.
There's a chest. I think this is a lock chest, but we have some lock things. Very nice. Hopefully we get something good. Monculus? I don't actually have no idea what the fuck that is. What is that? Monculus. Protects from insta-kill attacks one time. Oh. I'll probably come in handy one of these days. For sure. Alright, let's go find Nakonahara. Oh, come on. Get out of here. No, he's gonna chase me. He's gonna chase me. Get away. Stinky. Stinky. Annoying. Blah, 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 blah.
Right in their weak spot.
Let's go, Captain!
Go, give me more!
Ooh, crit. Nice. Alright, finish off Pixie. Easy enough. Not getting much XP.
Okay.
God damn it, can y'all stop spawning, dog? I do want to fight him because he will actually give me money and XP.
Spotted.
Y'all went right past the other one. He actually give me, this guy will actually give me something decent. I don't want to use up all my SP though, is like my worry.
Persona! He's tough! Persona! You're mine.
We're all knocked down!
Do it!
That was incredible, Joker! This'll end
Okay. And this should finish him off.
Nice work, team!
Nice. See, those are actually
Okay.
A stylish victory.
Alright, let's go fight Nakonahara. Dude, what the hell is this? It's all wavy and shit. This is the place. I sense a target up ahead. Are you up for a Joker? Yeah, let's do it. Let's get him. Give me loot. The most dramatic. I like how I fucking tactical roll out of the van and they just walk out. That seems to be not gonna hire a shadow. Let me see. Some front desk guy at City Hall became a stalker, right? I don't know how much evil he's done, but we have to do something if he's bothering other people. Alright, we'll go talk to him.
Who are you?
Are you that stalker? Haven't you ever stopped to consider how your ex feels?
She's my property. I can do whatever I want with her. It's not like she didn't treat me like a plaything. What's wrong with me doing the same?
You can't treat someone like shit just because they did it to you. What a load of crap.
He should be the bigger person in that situation, yeah.
We're gonna change the hearts of all the bastards like you.
Yeah, believe it.
There are millions of people far worse than me. What about Madarame? He stole everything from me, but you're letting him off the hook?
Madarame? What the hell's this guy going on about?
Get ready. Here he comes.
Fucking... This persona's obnoxious. I forget what he repels things, I think, or he's like resistant to, I think, physical. If I recall.
It's time.
We're gonna bufu him.
Go down.
That didn't do anything. Okay, he actually does pretty decent damage, so we should actually maybe.
Persona!
Okay, we found his weakness.
Captain!
We're on the ground. Nice going, Skull.
At all out attack. You can't take his persona since he's a boss, so. What the, can we... Oh, we can actually sleep him. I was not expecting that. Nice.
That was incredible, Joker.
Very good. Let's go Sledgehammer, Morgana. Jesus Christ, that's a lot of damage. I'm gonna head to a little media just in case. Keep everyone, you know, tip-top shape here. We're gonna hit him with the Zeo again. Get him with another all-out attack, and that should kill him. Yeah. How do you not break your fucking spine landing like that, Ryuji? Nice. Got to level 13.
Power courses through me.
Very good.
Now I'm even more
Lucky punch.
charming.
Oh, he almost has Magaru, which is also pretty good.
I'm sorry. Please forgive me. I couldn't stop obsessing. Not after this person I trusted used me and then disposed of me.
Oh, which person?
Hold on. Are you talking about that guy you mentioned earlier? Madarame?
I was afraid of being thrown away again, like some worthless thing.
So some selfish bastard was making you suffer too. Still, you shouldn't have dragged an unrelated woman into your mess.
Fair enough.
Yes, I know that now. I'll put an end to my love for... Hey, you can change people's hearts,
Sure
right?
can.
In that case, won't you change Madarame's heart before more people fall victim to him?
Change Madarame's heart?
What's that shining thing?
It's the bud of a treasure. Had we left it be, it very well may have blossomed into a palace. Joker, this will make a perfect reward.
So dramatic. Beware the clingy ex-boyfriend.
So Nakanohara had a change of heart, right?
Most likely.
But how are we supposed to know if we succeeded?
Well, the lady posted the dude's name online. If he really does change, she'll probably comment again.
You do have a point.
Either way, training against shadows down here is the best. It's great prep for our next target.
It's also nice to be able to give courage to the people who post their problems online.
On top of that, we can sell whatever treasure we get for some cold hard cash.
Well, sounds like things are going pretty great for us. All right,
Almost
we did it.
too good.
Hold on. There's somewhere I want to show you guys before we leave.
What, there's more?
Don't worry, it won't take long.
Finger breaking ASMR.
Well
Bam, 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 bam. You want to leave, Joker? Leave.
Guess we gotta do it.
What else do you want to do? There's something I'd like to check out in an area further down. That platform we saw earlier should be the way down. Let's head there first. Wait, you've been here before, right? Don't you like got a map or something? That would hold no meaning in this place. The layout changes every time you enter. Wait, so our path changes too? This place is the fused cognition of a countless number of people. It's constantly shifting. Even so, our destination should be pretty close. I'm counting on you, Gook-chan. Blah. Alright, let's try our hand at getting one of these boys.
Now's our chance to stress! Go! It's almost scary how good I am.
How good I am.
Zoro, show your might! Zoro!
Wish I had Magaru. This would make life a little bit
It's
easier.
almost scary how good I am. Zoro, show your might! This is a holdup!
Lend me your power.
Poor thing, it looks scared to death.
No, what are you traveling here? Sorry. You want to brute force, but you're not reasonable like beasts. You've been. Okay, so I think I did. I'm not sleepy. After I'm done with this, yeah. There we go. We got slime.
Your
Ogres.
power's incredible, Joker.
All right. Very good.
Okay.
Where was the down? Sir, can you turn around there? Thank you. Bah. Oh, we gotta.
That one is no joke. Be careful.
Stop. Get a baton pass to. Oh, wait, who is he?
The baton is yours. You can learn from the baton pass. Enemy defeated. Go, give me more. Pass it on to the second person.
Come! Ravage them!
What?
Missed? Come on, Joker.
Woo!
All right, Joker.
Persona!
Very smooth.
There!
Marvelous.
Further missed?
Boom time. Yes, victory. Nice work, team.
Okay. Now we should be able to go down.
That's all it takes for me.
Hold on a sec. You guys hearing something?
It's a twang.
The trains are totally running.
Choo-choo.
Of course they are. We're in the subway, you know.
Yeah, but I thought this was a palace.
Then maybe this is how the public views this place? I don't know.
People go through this darkness every day?
Forget that! You sure we're cool running around on these tracks?
He has a point.
Should be fine as long as we're not on the same ones.
You've got to be kidding me!
Anyway, let's head to the lower area. It should be right after we go down that escalator.
Okay, Morgana, you just stay there and be a car.
This way!
All right, there it is. The thing I want to make sure is on the outside. boo blah boo.
What is this place? It's kinda creepy.
And a dead end at that. Why does it even exist?
Now hold on. Just watch. This is most likely not an ordinary wall. If my hunch is correct...
Oh shit.
It opened.
A new area has been confirmed in the depths.
See? It's just as I thought.
What do you mean?
That wall wouldn't budge when I came here by myself before. But it'd be weird for the deepest part of Mementos to be some normal place like this, wouldn't it?
So you're thinking there's gotta be more?
Yeah. Now that Kamoshida's palace is gone and people are actually starting to talk about us, I knew something had to have changed down here.
How deep is it? Should we try going further down?
Let's not. That's not why we're here today, remember? We've already accomplished our goal. We should head back, and I'll explain more once we're home.
Now, the way I used to go about Memento stuff... Hold on.
Hey.
The way I used to go about Memento stuff was, I used to do it pretty often, but I know, like, the strat for a lot of people is, like, waiting for some requests to get, backlogged, and then going and just doing everything in, like, at once. So I think I'm gonna go with that approach this time, maybe. But, we'll see. We'll see. But I think I might go with that approach. Hey, look.
A person? In Mementos?
Oh, shit. Wait. Look at his little nose.
Maybe it's this one. Ooh, tasty.
Hey, what's he
He's
drinking?
drinking some juice.
Oh. I thought I felt something strange for a second.
His ears are just fucking holes. They're fine.
So, who are you guys?
We should be asking you that.
Good point. Sorry about that. It's customary for a human to introduce itself before asking another human for its name. Thanks for reminding me, Mr. Tanuki? No, Cat?
What took so long to come up with cat? And I'm not
You were
either
definitely a
of
cat.
those.
Yeah, getting confused about that seems pretty normal to me.
My name is Jose. I'm looking for
Jose.
flowers. I'm pretty surprised to see some normal humans running around. I didn't know people could just come here.
Well, we are pretty special. Wait, that's not important. Who you are
He
is
just
what
said his name is
matters right
Jose.
now.
When you said you were looking for flowers, did you mean that floating thing?
That's right, pretty lady. Those seem to be the ones I've been looking for. I'm collecting as many of them as I can, because I'm studying humans.
Studying humans? That's why you turned a flower into a drink?
Yep.
Drinking flower juice counts as studying?
Hey, could you guys help me with my research?
How?
By collecting flowers for me. I wouldn't ask you to do it for free, though. I find all kinds of stuff you can use while you're exploring. I'll trade you some of that stuff for more flowers.
Well, what do you think? Should we try and get him some flowers?
Seems like it could do us some good, but we don't know this kid. We gotta be careful.
Do we? Oh, he's just a fucking kid. I'll
I'm
punt
sure
him if
he's
he does anything.
fine. Let's give him a hand. He seems like he could use it, and it shouldn't be too hard to pick flowers while we're exploring, right?
Okay. Any other reasons?
He called me pretty lady.
Cute.
No! Lady on!
It's probably fine. I mean, he said he'd give us useful stuff and all. What'd he say?
Well, are you going
Let's help him.
Thanks.
Wait! Hang on a second! We us just yet, bud.
Aw, are you tired, kitty? You seem grumpy.
I love Jose.
I am not a cat, and I'm not grumpy.
Oh, okay. Then, are you hungry? I learned hunger can make a person turn grumpy. Here, you can have
Cookie.
this.
Milk taste cookie? Take it.
Thanks, but I'll
Take the
pass.
fucking cookie, Morgana.
Well, yeah, you're making the kid worry about you even more. Guess there's no way out of this one.
I'll be looking for flowers around here, so stop by and say hi if you see me. Oh, and I guess just gathering flowers would be kind of boring, huh? Since you humans seem to enjoy playing so much, I'll come up with some fun games for you. Ah, I also remembered something humans like to say to each other. Good job.
Who in the hell was that?
His name is Jose.
If he's studying humans, does that mean he isn't one?
I mean, did you look at his fucking ears on? Those look like normal human ears to you?
I mean,
They were
he
just
seemed like
holes.
some nice kid.
Well, he didn't feel like a shadow.
Wonder, do we learn more about Jose and what the fuck he is? I'm very curious.
I wouldn't say he's dangerous. At least for now.
Anyways, if we see any of those flowers he wants, I guess we can grab them for him.
Whoa!
Totally forgot. Something I've been meaning to give to all of you. Yeah, the thing is, picked up something strange while I was exploring earlier. Here it is.
Huh?
What the heck is that? It's a star. At least that's what they look like. So that's what I call them. A star? So, what about it did you want to show us? Humans make wishes on stars, right? That's so interesting. Stars granting wishes? So this star is going to grant your wishes.
Wait!
Or it would be nice to think that.
Hey!
I'll give this to you. It's so sparkly and beautiful. You want it too, don't you? It's a sign of our friendship. I know what that is.
Doing good.
Off I go. Good job. Good job, Jose.
Hey, wait!
Hey, wait. Oh, there he goes. Star, huh? He said it would grant our wishes or something. I highly doubt something like that actually happens even in mementos. Well, I guess you can at least try making a wish.
Oh, I know!
Okay. I wish for all-you-can-eat parfaits with 0 calories. An extra large beef bowl with pork soup on the side. Nothing's happening. Was Skull's wish too petty? You're wrong to talk. And I guess things don't happen that easily. But we can't just throw this thing away. Hold on to it for now. Well, that was a bit unexpected. Let's head back down. I love Jose. Good job.
Mementos, huh? Still don't really get that place. Oh, and what was that wall thing we saw at the end?
Not entirely sure, but that wall must have been there for a reason. If Mementos is the public's palace, though, it might be affected by the general public's belief in us.
Why do you know so much about it, Morgana?
But I'm wondering,
My memories are a little foggy in that regard. However, I need to know what lies in the depths of
Pretty
Mementos.
sus, cat.
No matter what.
Pretty sus.
No matter what?
Mementos is not just everyone's palace. It's the source of all palaces. It used to be that palaces like Kamoshida's with one ruler simply didn't exist. So if we can do something about the greatest cause of distortions, I'm certain my appearance will...
You wanted someone to save you, too.
I just needed pawns.
I see. So that's why you came poking your nose around with us.
I'll help you. I hope you can regain what you've lost.
I'll be relying on you guys.
By the way, Morgana, are you a boy? Or might you be a girl?
The question that everyone is asking. Gotta go girl. I think I definitely say boy. Definitely, I say boy, definitely boy. Every time I've played. Could it be a car? Could it be a car? Gotta go girl. Yeah.
Well, Morgana can be surprisingly clingy.
If that's the case, I don't want to be anything more than just friends.
The feeling's mutual. In any case, of course I'm male.
Oh no.
I mean,
What is it?
No, it's nothing. We're done talking about that. Anyway, we now know that we can perform minor changes of heart in mementos. If we come across any eye-catching leads, it may be worth dealing with them for a bit of combat practice.
There weren't any other outstanding ones, though.
I bet we'll get tons of them if we can change someone famous and make the Phantom Thieves well known. The big fish are our main targets, after all.
First, you need to find a way to get through your exams.
He has a point.
I gotta study.
You can now go to the mementos. This is where you could change hearts of petty criminals who do not have their own palaces. For now, be patient until the next target appears. Who the fuck is this guy? Who's he? Man, that not gonna hire guy was a piece of cake. If we could take down some kind of big target next, we're totally gonna get famous. Hey, we're trying to help people not get famous. But if people don't know who we are, how are we gonna give them courage? Are you sure, Angie? Am I wrong? I don't think you're necessarily wrong. But should we really be doing this and that? This at all if we don't have a reason, like with Kamoshida? You mean we shouldn't be sticking our noses into other people's business? I don't know, man. If someone's in trouble, it's only natural to want to help them out. I mean, I agree with that. I guess I was glad we were able to solve the stalker case. What good are our personas if we don't use them? Don't you agree, Hades? Definitely, I want to help people. Same goes for me. Don't got much time to be arguing over this either. That Madarame guy bothers me. Yeah, but no getting carried away, you understand? And don't do anything to stand out, like fail all your exams. Oh crap, speaking of that, I haven't studied at all. What about that star? The one that Jose gave you? Wonder if it can help us ace the exams. Yeah, somehow I doubt that. Hell, I'd settle for just not failing. Bargaining isn't gonna help you here. We wouldn't use it if they're in the first place. Maybe you should just, I don't know, put some actual effort in. Still got time. Fine.
What's up?
Is it Ryuji? Did he mention anything about mementos? If there's anything you want to know, I can tell you.
Nice.
Now listen up.
What do
I'm
you
gonna
want to
study,
do?
try to get my knowledge up.
Make sure you close up.
Wow.
Making good progress. I can see the wisdom in your eyes. Fucking finally! Holy shit! Took so long.
Well then.
All right. Finally got our knowledge to 2. Got a day off today, poggers. Hey, I saw on the forum, nice job sticking it to that stalker. My Phantom Aficionado website came in handy, didn't it? What are you talking about? It's okay, you don't have to say it. I know deep down in my heart that it was useful. Anyways, I'm in Shibuya right now. I'd love it if you could come hear me out about your future actions. He's so annoying.
What is he up to?
So obnoxious.
How have things been? You know, with the special activities. Oops. Sorry about that. I haven't been getting a lot of sleep lately. I've been staying up managing the fan site all night. Every night. I think it's called PR.
I don't understand.
You want to know more? Basically, there's no point to taking down bad guys if nobody's gonna know about it. That's why I've started a blog for posts from people you guys saved, while filtering out the haters. We need the Phantom Thieves to be seen in the proper light if we want to make the name popular, right?
You done good, kid. That sounds pretty tough. Is it really not necessary? You done good, kid.
Really? Just hearing you say that makes my all-nighters worth it. So, actually, I really want to know how you punish people. Don't worry, I'm not gonna ask. It wouldn't be any fun if you just up and told me. After all, the Phantom Thieves have a reputation for being secretive. I wish I could be more like you guys somehow. But I'll still be here to draw attention to the stuff you do. You can leave that part to me. I'm gonna use my fan site to promote the Phantom Thieves and weed out any negative comments. Your popularity is gonna be at my mercy. Or, my fingertips. It's like I'll be your strategic image management representative, so to speak.
Oh, strategic walk. Sounds cool. You're really hyped for this.
Just you wait. I'm gonna do everything I can to make sure that title's more than just for show.
You're gonna make me fucking keep yawning.
I've gotta say though, managing the Phantom Thieves' reputation is tiring work. The forum gets all sorts of weird posts, including tons of things unrelated to reforming society. It'd defeat the purpose of the site if the truth of the Phantom Thieves was buried among all that garbage.
Fair enough.
Oh, but you don't need to worry. I'll sort through all the trash. Speaking of which, I've actually already found some worthwhile info about our very own school. Our quest to boost your popularity can start close to home. I'll give it my all.
Mishima seems motivated. I think Mishima just ranks up through story. Well, advancing Mishima's confidant. Mishima will now give you information about targets on the mementos. After making a target, have a change of heart, meet with Mishima to deepen the trust. Okay, that makes sense.
I might be overworking myself.
Doing targets will get us confidant up over time.
Man, I'm exhausted. I think I'd fall asleep on the spot if I weren't talking to you. I should head home.
Go to sleep. Take a nap. Take a nap, Mishima. Oh no! Listen to this. I was checking on the fan site earlier and found a bunch of hater comments about the Phantom Thieves. It got me so mad, I'm not even sleepy anymore. At this point, I might as well pull an all-nighter fighting back. Nice hustle, image manager, calm down. Nice hustle. Like a strategic image management rep. The title is important, try to remember that whole thing. Yeah, I need a moon persona for him. Actually, I don't think you actually do, because you just need to hit targets.
Hey!
Your midterms are coming up. better make sure to study. What about the diner in Shibuya Museum told you about? It could be a good place for studying. Get permission to go out at night, so no time like the present. That reminds me, the home shopping bar. Oh yeah, the home shopping bar. Okay. Nothing good. Bionutrient set. Mega fertilizer. 5 girdle and 9 adjuvant. Oh, very cool.
Hey!
Look at this. Get an extra bionutrient set for like basically nothing. Okay.
Well,
I should write something.
Actually, yeah, let's save.
I'll just add this.
Well, I got my knowledge to 2, so like, I don't think I need to get it up right away right now. Look at my confidant stuff. Back alley doctor. Sojiro. Okay. I still have to get my proficiency up. Maybe we can. I don't think I ever did the batting cage in any Persona playthrough I've done, so maybe we can do that. Anything new here?
How can I help you?
Let's do the batting cages.
then
I don't think I've actually done them before.
I see.
I see, so you're doing this on the rooftop. I haven't seen you here before. In that case, in case you didn't know, the services here change depending on the time of the day. Using the batting cage will cause time to pass, but you can get prizes based on your performance. Your proficiency will also improve. You will face a total of 5 pitches. Hitting all 5 pitches will get you the slugger prize. If you hit a home run, you'll get the home run prize. Activities available change according to the time of the day. At night, there are no prizes, but you could swing as much as you want. Also, if you hit 3 home runs, you receive a coupon for a daytime session.
Want to give it a try?
Do beginner.
Good luck.
Okay. Adjust the angle of the bat. Match the directory.
Nice. Oh.
Oh god, that was so fast. Like, swung too fast.
Yes.
Nice.
Okay. Yes.
Oh fuck. My thumb is not steady.
Hey.
Not have steady thumbs.
Nice.
Okay, got it.
Yes.
Stop, my thumb is freaking out.
Oh.
Don't get anything from
Yes.
What? Want a home run?
Okay. Oh. Okay. Nice. Yes.
Okay, I don't think I even get anything from.
Want to give it a try?
That's enough for now.
Nice.
Let's see.
Go.
Okay, no, I got some proficiency. Hey, that's okay. You know, yeah, all right. Everything's level 2. Very nice.
All right.
A machine we sent in for maintenance will be back in July, so we're planning to add another course to the lineup. Awesome. So we got our proficiency up. That was what I was aiming for. Everything's at level 2 now. I think that's pretty good for where we are. I should probably focus on
What?
maybe guts and kindness. Maybe. Whoa, what's up with the goggles? You going snowboarding or something? I hear the cedars blooming later than usual. Climate change, what have you. Pollen allergies suck. I couldn't go to the mountains even if I wanted to. My eyes and nose would gush like rivers. Sounds awful.
Seems pretty rough.
Metaverse gets... So the metaverse will be the mementos. People, the pollen actually affects it, so people are like all sleepy. Fucking sneezy and whatnot. Makes them a little bit easier to like sneak attack. You have allergies?
Allergies? Oh, maybe. I do feel kinda dazed and everything feels weird. But, actually, I've been having this feeling that someone's watching me. I hope not. Oh, maybe I just can't shake off the feeling of infiltrating a palace. At the palace, we're always cautious of not being noticed, you know? So it has to be my imagination. Yeah.
Hey, don't you think the atmosphere at school is kind of different now? You mean with there being no Kamoshida? Yeah, nobody ever talked about him out in the open like this before. True. I wish someone just thank us for it or something. Either way, everything has worked out for the best. After all, Kamoshida's actually been punished for his crimes. That's a victory enough for me. I agree. I wonder what's gonna happen to him now. I mean, he's a famous criminal at this point, right? He's gonna have to deal with people hating him forever. That might be true, but I don't have any sympathy for him. He got what he deserved, for sure. I agree. I feel like he deserved worse, but... Hey, I have some new info for you. I saw it on the fan site, but I've heard about it at school too. Anyway, there's a guy, bully.
Oh.
He's a bully. We're not gonna just go at it every time.
Yep.
Unless they make us? No. We're all here. You want to go to the mementos, right? What are you talking about? Exams? Don't you need to study for exams? And don't worry about that stuff. Let's ignore the details and go charging in first. That's easy for you to say, but we don't even have a target. It's actually not a problem. Some intel has come in from Mishima. Oh, perfect timing. Let's go in right now then. You really do anything to avoid studying, right? I guess we can. Why not? Hold on, if I remember correctly, we have some intel on a possible target. Let's check on that before we head into the mementos. Alright, do you guys remember the most important step to Phantom Daves we need to take before they can steal someone's heart? Come on, just tell us. Oh, you mean the calling card? But wait a sec, did we send one that last time? The treasure materializes when we change the target's subconscious with the calling card. That's the rule when dealing with the palace. But in mementos, it seems like we could just go for the target immediately. Wait, what? We don't need a calling card or nothing? Something else already exists that fulfills that role. Fortunately for us, Mishima put a comment up on the forum saying the Phantom Thieves are coming. For a small target, that's enough of a calling card that alone will put some fear in them for a while. Even that, Nakanohara must have seen Mishima's comments about him on the fan site, and that's why the NAF picked up on him. Can we really leave something like that important to somebody else? The desires of the memento shadows are nothing compared to those of the palace rulers. Still, we need to unanimously agree on our target, no ignoring the rules even for smaller ones. Anyway, let's get discussing the intel.
Listen up.
This intel is an arrogant brown-haired bully. He's a student of Shujin Academy. Things have gone a little bit too far, just bullying, a little bit too far for just bullying though. He's abusing and blackmailing kids. He's the perfect target. Come on, let's take him down. Are you sure you aren't just excited to go to the mementos? Then again, we can't really leave a guy like that be. We should go. No objections, right?
Yep.
Okay. Animus. Very cool. I do want to go just because I want to go back in there also for Jose's stuff too. But I do want to keep like requests. Like I want to build up some and then just go into the mementos. I've never done it that way, so I would like to try it up that way. Navigating. Oh yeah, I have something before we head in there. The homo. Those were the last I had. Chew. Yeah, so it's just explaining that the pollen affects the mementos and the shadows inside. Bad weather, enemy reinforcements will have more common. Will be more common, but sometimes they will be rare. Enemies.
Hey.
Okay. On days with heavy pollen, in addition to the usual effects of bad weather, shadows and the mementos will be sometimes sleeping.
Let's go.
Okay,
Yeah,
let's
pollen
get to
used to be pretty
Come on,
fucking OP,
Joker.
I think,
Whoa.
in the past. Right. Bum, 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 bum.
Hey, good job.
Jose.
That one closed-up door is finally opened. Are you the one who did that?
Sure am.
I knew it. Mementos filled me in on it. But thank you. I should be able to find more flowers deeper down. Well, I should get going.
Good job, Jose.
Good job.
Welcome to that guy again. What was his name? You mean Jose? He's such an adorable little kid, isn't he? Panther, I'm adorable too, you know? Not really. Yeah. Anyway, he said he was looking for flowers and wanted our help, right? Sounds like he'll reward us too. Doesn't it seem like helping him would be worth it? Yes, I'm kind of curious about what we'll get. Why don't we look for flowers?
For real?
Talking about. Why didn't you tell us this before? The Reaper. Yeah, the bull. Extremely powerful. Engaging it in battle is not advised. If you hear the sounds of change, leave the area immediately.
Let's go.
I assume that pollen is nerfed because you could go into mementos on, I'm pretty sure, pollen days to fight, and you would just absolutely stomp the Reaper because he would just be sleeping. I don't think you can do that anymore. Wavering Tree Spirit. Okay, so it doesn't work.
Persona!
Okay, they're resistant to ice.
Persona!
Resistant to that.
Get ready.
Found it.
Let's see that again, Panther. Persona.
Dance, Carmen. Dance, water, dance. Dance, water, dance.
Just stay there.
Lend me your power.
What?
Oh, my eyes are itchy. If you're if you're gonna point that thing at me like this, could you at least give me wide eye drops? No. Fine, I'll do something about it myself. Then let's talk. I gotta find out if you're a weird human or not.
It seems jolly. Try cracking a joke.
Can't believe you're fighting a kid like me. Pick out someone your own size. You're a big bully. Don't you think that's immature? Now that you mention it, no, it's not mature anyway. Oh, are you a teenager, mister? Or maybe a rebellious teen? Hey, mister, what are you doing here anyway? Are you bored? I'm actually pretty busy. I never thought about it. Oh, well.
Oh, calm down.
Damn. Hey, what are you trying to do? I'm walking here. Haha, sorry. What are you doing here? Are you bored? I'm actually pretty busy. There we go. Kodama.
That's a new one.
It sure is, Morgana. I'm so glad you noticed. Alright.
Okay.
So we got Kodama. Very cool. Oh, he's asleep. Rock 'em on, baby. Free top Jose. And the wind blows. The cradle will rock.
Alright, the first move is ours. It's almost scary how good I am. I got this.
You gotta get them all through. No one has Bulgaru yet, so I have to do it fucking single. I have to do it single-handedly. Easy enough. Sure are. Alright, we got on to 13. I forgot she wasn't even 13 yet. Once she gets Miragi, that will help us.
Okay.
Huh? That was a little too easy.
That will definitely help us with dealing with those boys anyway. Good job! Man. Okay, so we got one of the special boys.
There's a dangerous one in there. Hit their weakness. It's all too easy.
Here it comes.
You powered up from the baton pass.
Right next up.
Bonk.
Marvelous.
Easy enough.
Next.
Yeah, victory.
All right. Man, that was easy.
Ooh, a chest.
Treasure chest spotted.
2 city heavy armors. Cool. I know where Jose is, but I want to get some flowers so I can actually do shit. Alright, found our way down.
Oh, the platform. We can probably head down from here.
Get away from the door. Get away. Get away. Are you sleeping? Hello. He's asleep. Alright, so we're gonna hit him with a bat. Bat, 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 bat.
Hit their weakness.
So we're gonna baton pass to On. Now she can Mirage you.
The baton pass makes you strong.
Kill 'em all.
Yeah, victory.
Good, we're getting some stuff to make lockpicks too. I need to do that. Now that my proficiency up, I think I should be able to make one more, so I can make 3. If I recall correctly, I don't think you need many for the next palace. I don't think there's many treasure chests. They might have changed that. Good job!
Hey, good
Hello,
job.
Jose.
Huh. What you got there? That's really neat.
Jose's looking at my crystal of lust.
Wow, this is amazing. I recognize it from
Really?
my studies. I'm feeling strong human desires coming
There's
from
a
this
fucking
accessory.
car alarm going off outside. I'm going to lose my mind.
But it still hasn't reached its full potential.
May I see it? I won't do any damage to it.
Go right ahead,
I
Josie.
just do this, and done.
Good job.
Here you go, mister. Now that accessory can use its full potential.
Ring of Luck.
Let me know if you find any others like it. Okay? Learning about desires also teaches me more about humans.
Good job, Jose. Oh, that's right. Here, before I forget. Stamp book. Oh yeah, the stamps. Remember when I told you I'd come up with a fun game for us to play in the Mementos? I thought of this after seeing the subway in the other world. This will also prove that you're checking for flowers in all sorts of places. The stamps have a different reward than flowers, so try to get as many as you can. While exploring Mementos, you may find stamp podiums placed by Jose. You'll receive 1 stamp per podium, but after you collected multiple stamps, Jose will help you with your investigation.
Hey.
Got any flowers for me, mister? Let's trade. I've got some really good stuff. First off. Oh yeah, he sells like snuff drops and soul stuff, flowers. Yeah, I remember now. I don't have enough flowers to really buy anything. I could change mementos for you in all sorts of ways. Cognition changes in the mementos. When you collect stamps, you will obtain points that you can use to have Jose change the environmental cognition. By changing the cognition, you will be able to increase the amount of money, experience, or items you can obtain in the mementos. You'll be able to choose which effect to increase by delegating points. Use your points wisely to help make your investigation easier. You can reset the points you delegated by using flowers. However, the more points you delegate, the more flowers you will need. Let me get more money. What I hear, money is like more important than actually XP in the mementos. Since like I'm pretty sure just if you fought every enemy in like a palace and like you were doing your due diligence in the palace and whatnot, you should be able to just be on level with the game. You really shouldn't have to farm mementos unless you want to farm mementos by any means. But you can also always change it. So like if you feel like you're under leveled or you just want to be making it a little easier on you, I'd probably suggest doing the XP. But I think the money, so you have more money to just change up personas, buy weapons and all that stuff, is a little bit more important. Alright, I should mention something about those flowers you're collecting. For some reason you can't leave the mementos with them. They'll disappear on you. It's weird. But it'd be so sad to collect flowers, just have them disappear. What a waste, am I right? So don't forget to come bring them to me before you leave the mementos.
Doing good?
Oh yeah, I forgot about that. I can just open that chest.
Alright, the first is weak to fire skills.
Just give him a little smacky do. Little smackerang. So we get to the girl.
Let's do this! Carmen! We're on the floor!
And on.
This'll end it! How's that?
Okay.
Good work. Keep it up.
This. Our stamp. Very nice. another one? Cool. I think if I leave this area, Jose leaves, and like I can't come back, so I have to like buy something from him while like. So I can buy like a snuff soul.
So fire is its weak point.
I hate that everything's weak to fire. I do think when it's just one enemy, or rather, I think when it's only 2 enemies, it's better to not use the one that hits all enemies, because I think like just a regular Agi uses 3 or 4. I think it uses 4 SP. So if you use regular Agi twice, that's only 8, while Maragi is 10, so you're saving yourself. It's a little bit more efficient. Little shit like that definitely matters later when you're trying to...
You're pretty good at driving, Joker. Don't tell me you've driven before.
I'm helping too, you know. This wouldn't be so easy in other cars.
Yeah, so let's...
Hi.
Trade items. Get a couple of these. Stuff soul drops. We have 8 now. Blow wall?
Something's fishy here. Let's be careful.
Okay, gotta get out of here. Remember when I used to fucking challenge that man? Ballsy as hell. We could just auto attack these. Should be fine.
All enemies defeated. Just what I'd expect from you, Joker.
We gotta fucking get the fuck out of here.
We defeated them. Okay.
Not today, Reaper boy. Nope. In this palace's security level doesn't seem to change even if the enemy spot you. The Mentos is different. While other palaces exist because of just one person, this one's just from the public. From that perspective, it would take more than a few intruders to mark it in the security level. You'd have to do something so bad that the entire public sees you as an enemy. Be careful, okay, Skull? Hey, shut up. I can sense our target somewhere in this area. Okay, so he's in this floor. Yeah, you do not want to fuck with the Grim Reaper at this point. The Reaper is scaly.
Alright, the first move is ours. Stay focused. Okay. Powered up from the baton pass. Enemy defeated. Skull, give me more.
This is just the auto attacking. Give me an item. And ask for this.
Boring, but we might as well.
Hoodie boots.
Cool, right?
We already have them, so we don't need to touch them.
Yeah! Victory!
Okay. Whoa! There's a strong
Oh, and
one
he's
up ahead.
sleeping. Oh, look at the little baby sleeping. This fucking guy.
The first move is ours.
Hit him with the door more.
All right,
He's sleepy. Then with the Aji. Like clockwork.
Okay, guys.
You just hit him physically. Like them with confusion. Very nice. Easy clap.
A spectacular victory.
Always benefit, and it's always good to fight them. They give
No
some,
match
they
for
give
me.
good XP and some money. Fair enough. Fair enough. Okay, jack-o'-lanterns.
The first use wind to hit its weak point. I'll cut you off with 3 left. Joker took one out. All right, Persona. Dance, Carmen. Let's see that again, Panther. Persona. Carmen. Let's see that again, Panther. So hold up.
Do you remember? Bam, 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 bam.
Okay. That's all it takes for me.
Do you remember? That's just a wall. Wait, why is there a guy behind the wall? Ah! Hello.
Joker!
I forgot you could break walls. He still doesn't have fucking Magaru.
It's almost scary how good I am. It's almost scary how good I am. Get up!
Alright!
Alright! The baton pass made you stronger! You did it, Skull!
Whoop 'em, Persona! Captain Kidd!
And we all out attack. Can we get a chest?
That enemy.
More city boots.
Wow, that shadow was crazy.
Ah, Frenzy didn't die. Blah, 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 blah. Hit him with the gat.
Cool, Joker.
Nice!
Yeah, victory.
All right. Shadow defeated. That was easy, huh?
On our way down, which means there's a stamp. You sleeping?
Joker, a
No
treasure.
point in fighting him if he's sleeping, just take this chest. Alright, let's fight our target.
Then
Head in, let's go. That's Takashi's shadow, huh? Takashi. This guy's bullying real bad. From what I hear, it's mostly blackmail, taking money from people, that kind of thing. If we don't make him have a change of heart, his bullying might get even worse. Go.
Let's go.
Fucking kill him.
Not my fault.
Not my fault. It's theirs for not standing up for themselves. There's no reason. That's no reason. How is it their fault when you don't give them any choice, huh? You're the lowest of low, bullying people weaker than you, knowing they can't fight back.
Come at me, bro.
Come at me, bro. Hell, you're all ganging up on me, T. Are you fan teams some kind of gang? Protectors of justice, my ass. Don't act high and mighty with me when you don't know anything, bro. Oh no, it's my boy. I already told you, I didn't do anything wrong. Listen to me, damn it. Shadow, taka. I'm gonna punch him.
Not
Punk.
finish you. I missed. Really?
Oh, fuck you.
Persona!
Weak to ice. This nullifies ice, so I should just stay. Try to hit him with a sleepy. Hit him with a nausea. Is he not weak or might not pertain? Fuck.
I missed. Really?
But he gets it? Fuck you.
Come on, you gotta hold on. All right. Power attack.
Nice. Alright, let's get this all out attack going.
Eat this!
Renamedea. Come on.
Skull's powered down. He's way too hungry.
All right.
Is there a beef bowl anywhere? All right. Panther's back.
Persona!
But
On the ground. Nice going, Skull.
Let's go.
the damage. Ain't no way. Okay, thank God. Nice. Got him. Easy clap. Money from it. And we got the level 14. Okay, worth. Adverse result. Increases critical rate when surrounded. That's good, but like I try my hardest to never get surrounded, so if I don't do it, they're gonna hurt me. I don't want people taking my money from me anymore. What are you talking about? If I don't go after them, I'm the one who's gonna get bullied. Can't take it. I just can't. Oh, I get it now. There's an even bigger bully ordering this guy around who's behind all this. Hey, didn't you just say it's people's own damn fault for not standing up for themselves? Please help me. All right. Thank you. Oh, thank you, you wonderful phantom thieves. This guy, fickle fellow, isn't he? I'm counting on you. You guys promised. Fine, but you better apologize to those the people you bullied, you little bitch. All right, we got the treasure. Protein. Wow, some treasure. Protein from the gym, bro. Pocket my gains. That went well. What should we do now? Keep exploring? There's no more targets in this area. What's our next move? Let's go back to the entrance. Like, I know I have some flowers, but I don't have that much, and I didn't really want to go back into the mementos in the first place. Let's do it. Let's see. It's been a while. Let us go. Return back.
Oh yeah.
Doesn't set the powers to spare. Yes. Just leave. It's fine. I had a low amount of flowers. It's not that big of a deal.
Ah, you're back.
Another box came for you. What'd you get? Mega fertilizer and the garden energy.
Oh.
See what you ordered off TV. Wow, you don't say, mortgage porters. It's still healthy, surprisingly. Alright. Been searching all along.
Hey!
Oh, I'm not tired, Morgana. You are, not me. You know what? I think I can make some tools. That's something we can do. Yeah. Probably make 3. Also, make 3 lockpicks.
Yeah.
So then I think we'll have like 5. Wow, what an efficient use of materials, and ended up with even more than expected. Oh, we got another one. Nice.
Yes.
Definitely getting better. I can tell just by watching it.
Yeah.
Cool.
Nice.
Oh, wow. 3 efficiency points. Very nice. On my neck.
It looks like you're attending school seriously.
Oh, hello there, Makoto Nijima, Student Council Presidente.
You also seem pretty close with Takamaki-san if you're both coming to school together. You just transferred here, though. I guess you two really
What can I say?
click.
We're in the same class.
I see. You seemed a lot closer than that yesterday morning. I heard she was a victim of Mr. Kamoshida. But was that all there was to it?
Are you so
Either way,
fucking
closer inspection should
sus
clear
of me? I
everything
didn't
up.
do anything.
Goodbye.
Makoto, bitch. Exams start tomorrow. Are you all ready?
Well,
Now then, picking
shall
up
we
from last
begin?
time, the end of the Heian period marks the rise of the samurai, which I'm sure you all been waiting for. As described in the tale of Hiki, pronunciation of word I don't know. It was a time when all that was great would fall from grace. It wasn't unusual for the heroes of yesterday to be struck down as rebels of the present day. By the way, sympathizing with the loser or the weak is called magistrate's patronage. The term came from the Minamoto no Yoshitsune position. And it also became a way of referring to him as well. Alright, nuts-kun!
Do you know the answer?
You know the time period Yoshitsune was active in, don't you? The Heian period.
This is it.
Correct.
He supported his brother Yoritomo during the Heian period. But despite his contributions in defeating the Taira, he was driven out by his brother and ultimately executed. However, in the centuries that followed, Yoshitsune became more popular as a tragic hero. Wow, really? Nuts-kun seems like a smart. Seems kind of smart, doesn't he? Yeah.
Nice going.
Pretty smart. Rather than sliding with the one who has the overwhelming power, people prefer the underdog opposing them. It's sort of like rooting for a minor league baseball team instead of a all-star major league one. I can understand that. It's like if you don't root for them, who will? I mean, I guess I could see that. Confident in your exams. I'm not going to the mementos, alright, bitch? I want to go talk to the doctor. I think I can get her up now.
Allergies are so annoying.
My current levels, I should be able to handle that medicine. I developed a new medicine. Could you come to the back? Yeah. Hang out with her.
Please head to the exam room.
Here you go. Made various adjustments to the previous drug based on your trial results. Alright, and drink it down on gulp. A powerful taste, both sour and bitter, overwhelms me. The smell is terrible. I'm having a hard time breathing. And he's fucking dead. Ah, your reaction to it is absolutely perfect. Feel a bit dazed? Yes. I mixed in some special components. Alright. Excuse me. Let's take your temperature and blood pressure, and I'm also going to draw some blood. I also want to perform a few motor skill tests, but those might be too much for you right now. Anyway, since we're in the final stages, I should first stabilize the fundamental formula. Oh, so you are here. Oh, it's the police.
What?
I'm in the middle of an examination. I've told you before, officer, if you want to investigate me, you need to show me a warrant. I'm here because we received a report. I'll need to see a detailed statement of medical expenses and full medical records. I bet you didn't have enough time to hide any incriminating documents, huh? Must be under the orders of the medical chief of the staff. Here you go. Huh? The kid here is my only patient today. If you're asking for his medical expenses, I'm guessing I'm under suspicion of improper billing, but without a receipt, it's saying you've been sent on a wild goose chase. What's going on here? You're being manipulated. That report is fictitious. It's nothing but an attempt to harass me. What? Hey, you, what are you doing here? You don't seem to be sick. Are you up to something illegal? I have a bad heart. We're on a date. I know my rights. I know my rights. No. Do you also have a warrant for disclosure, officer? If not, I'd be happy to report this. So if there's anything else, as you can see, I'm pretty busy here. Fine. You're infuriating, you know that? But I expect nothing from the plague. I'm over this. Harassment? Plague? Harassment. You couldn't infer the meaning of the conversation. I get so irritated whenever it comes up. It's nothing to worry about. I'm sure it was a former superior who made a false report. You eavesdropped on the conversation the other day, remember? He's just trying to put pressure on me by having the police investigate me in my practice. Anyway, I need to draw some blood. There will be some mild anemia, but only temporary. You should be fine. Part of our deal, remember? Guess I have no choice. I like kids who listen to their superiors. Enjoy your medicine. Oh well. Got death rank 2, very cool.
Alright.
I'm going to draw more blood than usual since you're healthy and all. Only kidding. Okay, please lie down. You can go home once I'm done. I feel like cooperating with the shady clinical trial has increased my guts. All right,
take care.
Hi, my little guinea pig. You get home safely? You still seemed kind of dizzy when you left, so I figured I'd check in. You know how it is. Some patients get sick on their way back home. Totally fine. I feel lightheaded. I think I have superpowers. You sound fine enough to joke, at least. Maybe I should up the dosage next time. I think you'll be okay, but call me if you start feeling sick. Okay, I'm looking forward to our next clinical trial.
You're back.
Exam soon, PR report. I have a report and you're trying to do blah 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 blah. Just on new decide later. Exams are coming up. You're not getting a jump from studying without me, right? You're gonna do it. Want to do it together? I'm in serious trouble. What's it gonna be? Do you want to study with Ryuji? I don't know about that one, Chiefy. Let's see. Alright, so it's still healthy. Just making sure, because that gets my kindness up, and kindness is kind of what I'm kind of slacking on right now. Should do the crossword. I'm looking at it, though, because... Fuck it. Crossword. I can type, I promise. Bum, 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 bum. Play a little. Inimi, cherry. Oh, I mean it's blossom, but like that I. O S S O M. Cool.
All right.
I see. Nice.
Get our knowledge up, and it doesn't take our time away, so like.
You got that?
It's worth it. I'm so itchy. Oh my god. Actually, hold on. Let me
Oh.
yes, I haven't done this. Awesome. Oh god, the pollen in
just
here.
add this.
It's kind of wild. I want to look at my stuff really quick. Item, whip. Yeah. Okay, so I have a good weapon. I don't really need to buy one. Yeah, we should probably get Morgana something. Actually, I might change it, to be honest. I wish you could look at these, because I don't know what they all are. I do want to change them up, though, because I like having the outfits. I think they're cool. Square. Who's here? Oh, it's this guy again. You shouldn't take my time away.
Please,
There've been far too many incidents.
You.
Oh, this is I have to. I forgot. I have to get my. I have to get the people shop fucking job. We can do that. Grab that real quick. I think I could just grab it. I don't think it takes away my other job. I think I can have multiple part-time jobs. I'm pretty sure. But I don't know if I actually have the requirements to get the beef poster.
Hey, how did you know? What are your thoughts? Oh. Right.
Okay.
Oh.
All right. I guess that means I can go there. It helps to get the personas, like the confidants, because then when you make the personas, they'll be even like, they'll get a little boost, you know? So getting every confidant I can, then having to decide on how I want to go about working on them is a beast. go over here and sell some stuff and buy something. I think I still need to upgrade Morgana's weapon. Sell some stuff too.
You should be grateful. All right. Sounds good. That was that.
Okay, good.
All right, which one? That's what you're choosing? Take your
Might get
time.
better or something better for on though.
Come again.
So maybe I should just wait, hold off on it for now. Okay, so okay, I can work here.
Oh.
Let's go to work. Oh, you're the new part-timer, right? I've been expecting you. No need to introduce yourself. I actually need you to start working right away. Do you have any questions about your job? No, not really. Okay, I need to head out for a bit. Keep an eye on shop until I get back. This job is ludicrous. You have to do everything all by yourself from the very beginning. Oh well. Just give it your best shot. I guess I'll be cheering you on.
Hey, wait!
I'll be back. A customer in front of you is waiting to pay. Oh, and the angry look on his face. Hey, someone wants to change their order and add an egg. They should have told us earlier. Alright,
Nice
good work. You can leave now since it's the end of your shift. And this is your pay today. Basically got my money back for buying Morgana's weapon. That's nice.
Man.
I don't blame me for looking exhausted. But you still manage all those orders by yourself. If you ask me, that's real proficient. I'm the fucking best, actually. Come on, let's leave.
Head back.
Awesome. I can't believe this. A school assembly during the exam week? The hell are they thinking? The day after tomorrow, right? I wonder if it's gonna be about Mr. Kamoshida again. Ugh, I can't believe the school is messing with our schedules like this. I don't care what it's about. It's gonna have nothing to do with us students. I wish they would just stop dragging us into their mess.
Seems
A mandatory
pretty
assembly
rough.
during exams. Huh? Sounds rough for all of you. It is kind of rough, huh?
Well,
No, then
shall we begin?
this exams begin. Okay, so this is Yoshitsune. Yeah.
Ooh,
That's
we
not
can
bad.
do this.
Let's see, an essay question. This looks tough, but let's calm down and think it through. Provide the reason why Minamoto no Yoshitsune is viewed as a hero. Yoshitsune had a brother, right? I think his name was... Is it Yorimoto? I think, well, yeah, Yorimoto. Okay, that was right. Yoshitsune worked under Yorimoto. He did a lot for his brother, but they ended up coming into conflict, and in the end, when they had to oppose each other, Yorimoto won. Yeah, Yoshitsune committed suicide after being exiled by his brother. But even though he lost, Yoshitsune is the one who went down in history as a hero. That's probably because people tend to sympathize less with figures in power and sympathize more with the weak. Yeah, not just any weak person though. People love rooting for an underdog who stands up to powerful oppressors, and Yoshitsune did that to his brother. So the reason Yoshitsune is treated as a hero is because he stood up against the powerful Yoritomo.
Yep.
Finished in time. Time's up. Put your pens and pencils under your desk, hands under your desk. model just freaked out.
Let's get started.
Okay, today is the second day of exams. You may begin. Which brain function is responsible for the phenomenon of seeing this illusionary figure? It's cognition. That's like the word of the word of the show, the game. Which of the following maps can you paint without any adjacent areas being the same color? Map of the world.
That doesn't look like
No, that was wrong? I guess any map. Fuck. Dang it. Fuck me, dude.
Okay, class, let's
Does everyone
get
have a
started.
test? Then you may begin. Name the book that defied male factor as the chief factor in the progress of the human race. The Devil's Dictionary?
Ooh, we can do this.
What character archetype refers to a mysterious, seductive woman? Okay, femme fatale.
Ooh, we can do this.
Damn, I got one wrong. Fuck. Gotta get hurry and study. The Kamoshida is still causing a trouble you when he's gone. Jeez. Rough.
Ever since that specific incident, many of you have voiced concerns that I could not bear to ignore. We believe the mental health of our student body is absolutely vital, so we've acquired the services of a therapist. The floor is yours, Doctor.
Ah, Maruki.
Isn't he hot?
It's nice to meet you all.
The voice actor of this character recently passed away, man. Super sad.
Whoa, his voice is sexy.
My name is... Huh? My name is Takuto Maruki. Thank you for welcoming me to your school. No need to be formal with me, though. I'm just here to counsel anyone who's interested.
Oh, what a dork, bro. No need to be formal with me. Oh, God.
You can even call me Doc if that would help you feel more comfortable. Any assistance you need, I'll be... Oh. I guess I'm not really any good for helping with money problems.
Thank you, Dr. Maruki.
Oh, Marky's great.
Yo. You ever expect this place to actually give a shit about our mental health?
Well, our school's made national news. Maybe they figured they'd look even worse if they didn't do anything for us.
And Dr. what's his name?
Maruki.
Yeah, wasn't that guy just basically clowning it up on stage? You really think he'll do
I
us
think
any
he'll
good?
be just fine, Ryuji.
Ryuji.
Hey there. Sakamoto-kun and Takamaki-san, right? And that must make you...
Yes, that's me. Hello.
How do you know our names?
Well, I was informed of certain students before beginning my tenure here. Those that had, previous interactions with Mr. Kamoshida. It must have been especially tough for you after having just transferred here.
Not really, yeah, it was. I think I'd end up in a cat. Yeah, it was.
I can definitely believe that.
So, what do you want with us?
Ah, yes, I'd forgotten. I know I already offered my services to the student body earlier, but would you three be interested in counseling?
Nope, not at all.
Huh?
How's that surprising?
You were just a touch more emphatic about it than I'd expected. Ah, but if you come to my office, you
Free
can have
food,
free
let
snacks.
me
Or
in,
you can
count me
eat.
in.
Would be nice, but there's still plenty to be had. So, how about it?
We're not little kids. Tell me more of these snacks.
Hey, don't fall for that.
To be frank, I've been explicitly ordered to provide counseling to the students directly involved with Mr. Kamoshida. It's in the school's interests. For its students.
Ah, the school's interest, huh?
I know that asking you to be open with a complete stranger like myself is a lot. Making this mandatory wouldn't do you any good either. Might as well turn it into a worthwhile experience. Ooh, I know. If you attend my counseling sessions, I'll teach you different ways to improve your mental acuity. Like ways to hone your concentration before exams, or not getting nervous on dates. How's that sound?
Count me in. Mental training. We make good use of this made in our Phantom Thieves activities.
There's also snacks.
All right, enough with the snacks. So, which way are you leaning?
No harm in a little chat.
I guess it'd just be more trouble for us if we didn't go.
Yeah.
Really? Then I guess it's a deal. I'll be in the nurse's office. Feel free to come by whenever it's convenient for you.
Well, we should get going.
Okay, I'll see you later.
I like this music.
Thanks for taking my counseling into consideration. Now that we have a deal, I promise I'll do my best to help you.
I made a deal with Maruki. I do believe Maruki is something confidant I have to focus on though. I think you can only get him to higher level like in a certain amount of time. It's definitely someone I have to focus on a little more than everyone else.
It's hard to believe an ordinary high school student could accomplish such grandiose heists.
Oops. I forgot I have it on auto.
There has to be someone who helped strengthen your mental state. Sound like somebody you know? Give me a name.
I did shout with the birth of the Counselor Persona. I have obtained the winds of blessing.
Counselor Persona. Takudo Maruki.
All right.
What's the holdup, dude?
Sorry for keeping you like this. Well then.
Okay, quiet down.
I have an addendum to the earlier assembly regarding the counseling you've all been offered. The counselor will be available to you starting after school today in the nurse's office. Dr. Maruki will only be posted here through November. So be sure to speak with him soon if you feel the need. For the majority of you, it's your choice whether or not you see him. But there are a few students I'll speak with later. The school's decided visits to Dr. Maruki will be mandatory for these individuals. So you guys gonna go for it? What, the counseling? It kind of sounds like we're being forced to. I told Maruki I'd do it, but I don't know if I'm really into that idea, you know? Do it. Yeah, probably better not to draw more attention to ourselves anyway. I think I'm gonna go trying today. Counseling, yeah. Lady Ann's right. Make sure you visit him so you don't draw any attention to yourself, okay? Okay, Morgana.
Yes. Welcome.
Are you here for your counseling? Yeah, it's now a bad time. Not at all. It's always a good time so long as I'm not listening to listening to a student. I'm so glad you're here. Would you care for a snack?
Well,
shall we get
begin?
started? Oh, but first, just relax, all right? I'm only here to listen to whatever you wish to talk about.
Yes.
Although I really only have one thing on my mind right now anyway. I'd say that'd make perfect sense. But don't force yourself into talking with me. You could even just grab some snacks and be on your way if you wanted, haha. No, it's alright. I know I need to talk to someone about this anyway. That is, if you're willing to listen to the super long story. I absolutely am. Take all the time you need. But then I started blasting. You see, that's such a horrible thing to do to someone. Yes, that's why I wanted to get even with him for Shiho. And at first, I thought Kamoshida ought to face some fate. The same fate Shiho is going to put herself through, but later I realized I wasn't right. If he did not take his own life, if he did take his own life, it wouldn't undo Shiho's suffering. In fact, it would just give him an easy way out. That's so. You know, you're quite wise, quite the wise, level-headed young woman, Takamaki-san. I think you've got the wrong... Oh, in fact, I think you're wiser than I was at your age. I wasn't anywhere near as mature as you are now. It's not like I did anything special, though. If I hadn't gone through with my own share of hell, I don't think I'd be so mature either. See, so what's on your mind now? Right now, I'm just hoping Shiho will get better quickly. We both suffered a lot, but I just want to get back to laughing and having fun together like we used to. At this point, I don't give a rat's ass about Kamoshida. Now, there's a healthy outlook. You can't change the past, but you still want to keep your chin up and press on forward. Is that the gist of it? Yeah, that sounds about right. I mean, it'd definitely be better if none of this had happened at all, but... I definitely agree with you there. But it's impossible to wipe every tragedy from history. If only, right? Everyone would be so much happier if we could actually do that. Oh, it seems like I lost track of time. We should wrap this up here for today. Thank you so much for coming to see me. Oh no, thank you. I feel a ton better now that I got all that off my chest. Huh, good to hear. Okay? You deserve it. Feel free to stop by again anytime.
Okay, I'm gonna get going.
Well, I went in for counseling. Oh no, my battery. You're going soon too, Hades. How'd it go? Honestly, wasn't as rough as I was expecting. I think you should give it a go. Give it a shot. Dr. Maruki is easier to talk to than you'd think. Okay, see you tomorrow. Didn't you have a counseling appointment? The nurse's office, the nurse's office is in the practice building, right? It's just past 5. Okay. Oh, it's fucking Yoshizawa. Yoshiku. Are you here for your session as well? That's right. Is that so? Dr. Maruki is a wonderful counselor. I've actually been seeing him for a while, before he even came to Shujin. Oh, I didn't know you two were acquainted. Don't go overselling me too hard there, though, Yoshizawa-san. I'm really nothing special. Well, I need to get going. Please excuse me.
All right, then.
Let's say we get started.
Welcome.
Welcome. Thank you for coming. Didn't have much choice. We made a deal. I'm a little nervous. You don't have to be so tense. We're just going to have an ordinary conversation. That's all. I see. Thank you. I think I've gotten a good grasp of your situation you're in. Nutskin! Well, full disclosure, the school gave me a brief rundown on the circumstances surrounding your transfer here. In the past, I'm doing okay now. But you weren't before, I take it. Try not to push yourself too hard, okay? Well, now that you've told me more about yourself, I think I've realized something. It seems like you've largely been able to reconcile your internal world with the external one. I should note that. That's really, truly impressive. Even most adults can't reliably manage that. How to put it? You know how everyone has an internal reality, some conception of themselves they're striving for?
For example,
like wanting to be a model student, wanting to be loved and relied on, that kind of thing. But that idealized reality and the one in actuality are often far apart. That gap is responsible for a lot of people's pains. Not everyone can ace their exams, and not everyone can be heroes they wish they could be. They've already been through so much, that kind of suffering is usually enough to twist people and to go into dark places. But you're standing up to it and confronting a tough, painful reality to me. That's incredibly admirable. Then again, maybe that's a little weird for you to hear from a guy you just met, huh? Sounds about right. Kind of creeping out. But it sounds right. Not even any deflecting self-deprecation. You really are strong nuts, Kun. Thank you.
I'm sorry.
Well, let's see. Sorry this went on longer than I expected. Somehow the conversation just took on a life of its own, I guess. Hey, I've actually got one last request. Do you mind?
You know,
I'm actually doing certain research along with my duties here as a counselor. It's not quite like counseling, more like a type of psychological treatment. Basically, it's a project to learn more about people's metaphorical hearts and what they think and how they feel. If I get far enough with it, I think I'll be able to help a lot of people, so I'll need more details.
Sorry.
I guess my point is I'd like to ask you to help with my research. All you'd have to do is listen to my theories, and then tell me if they spark any ideas or realizations on your end. Please, anytime is good for me. I could schedule work around your schedule, and got a lot of snacks too. You can have them, they're all yours. Okay, better make it worth it. Why me though? Okay. Really? Yes, you're a lifesaver. Let's see, I know, maybe I could teach you some tips on mental training. I happen to know a lot of on the subject, and I'm sure I could cook up a special regimen for you. If you're dedicated enough, I'm sure you could draw out your full potential. Okay, I guess that's our second deal. I feel like my bond with my rookie is growing deeper. Detox X. When Joker is inflicted with an ailment, he may recover immediately. Ooh.
Alright.
That's pretty good. Right. Would it be okay if we traded contact information? I'll contact you when I've got time or when I need some input from you. That should do it. Now, I better do my part to repay you. Let's talk about mental training and presence. Let's see. First off, thanks to Maruki's mental training, my mind feels stronger. Your max SP increased by 5. Ooh. Oh, here, never a bad time for a snack, right? This man loves giving snacks.
Well, see you.
Thank you for your help today. I'll see you around at school. You really spent a long time talking to Maruki. Look how late it is. Well, if you think the sessions are worthwhile, you should try going again sometime.
Good night.
We should definitely try to get some sleep for tomorrow. It's the last day of exams, right? Well, shut up. I don't want to go to bed, Morgana, you fuck.
Nice.
I want to run around.
Hey.
I want to run around. Oh my. Safe.
I should write something.
Fucking cat. Telling me when I need to sleep. Who the fuck does he think he is?
I'm so sleepy. I ended up pulling an all-nighter once I realized today's the last day of exams.
You staying up studying?
Nah, I gave up on the exam. I was playing some games, and then before I knew it, it was morning.
What a fucking mood. You're failing for sure. How manly.
It'll be fine. Nobody's expecting anything of me, so I don't gotta worry about grades.
Morning.
Yo, look who else is yawning.
exams are almost over, so I thought I'd make one last effort across the finish line.
Impressive, Lady Ann. You're quite different from this stupid monkey I know.
Jesus.
Huh? Don't give me that crap. Your brain's tiny compared to mine.
Size is meaningless if there's nothing inside, you know.
What was that?
Will you please shut up? You're gonna make me forget everything I remember. Huh? Am I imagining things?
Wrong.
What? You see a groper or something?
No, that's not it. It's nothing.
Hmm?
Oh my god, that guy got off. Isn't this bad? Hey, at least act like you care.
Fine. Come on.
Huh?
Oh shit. Loud. My ears. Fucking.
Hey, are you sure it's him, or are you just that self-conscious?
I'm not that.
Is there something you want?
That's my line. You are the one stalking me.
Stalking you? That's outrageous.
I know you've been following me ever since the train.
That's because...
My goodness. I had wondered why you left the car, so this is where your passion led. All is well that ends well.
I saw you from the car, and I couldn't help myself from chasing after you. I didn't even notice the calls from Sensei, but thank goodness I caught up to you.
Okay.
What?
You're the woman I've been searching for all this time. Please, won't you?
Hey, yo?
Wait a minute,
Be the model for my next art piece.
Model?
All that I've drawn till now has been lacking, but I feel a passion from you unlike anyone else.
This man's highly suspicious.
Ain't this a recruit for some shady business?
Will you cooperate with me? What do you say?
Whoa, hold your horses! Who are you anyways?
Oh, where are my manners? I'm a second year at Kosei High's Fine Arts Division. My name is Yusuke Kitagawa. I'm Madarame Sensei's pupil, and I am being allowed residence at his place. I'm striving to become an artist.
Huh? Do you mean that Madarame? The one who was on Good Morning Japan the other day?
The very same.
You know who that is?
He was introduced as a super famous Japanese-style artist who's been recognized all over the world. But we heard that name the other day in Mementos.
Yusuke!
I'm sorry, Sensei. I'll be right there.
That old guy's Madarame?
Madarame Sensei's exhibition will begin at the department store near the station tomorrow. I'll be there to help out on opening day. Please come by. It'd be great if you could give me your answer in regard to being a model then. I bet you have no interest in the fine arts, but I'll give you tickets too.
Why is he such an asshole?
Well then, I hope to see you there tomorrow.
That guy's as easy to read as a book. You're not planning on going, are ya?
I think I will.
Nani?
Crap, look at the time. I'll see you later.
How dare dare he go after Lady Ann? I've memorized that face of yours, Yusuke.
You became acquainted with Madarame's pupil by chance? That's a little too convenient. It makes me wonder if you're even telling the truth.
Shut up.
So be it. What I want to know most is your method. It's true that Madarame was an unforgivable criminal worthy of the scorn thrown at him. He was an adult who cultivated his own fame and fortune by sacrificing the livelihood of children. But he'd been covering his tracks for years. How did you uncover the truth in such a short span of time?
My brain so big. In the metaverse.
This metaverse business again? Fine. Let's suppose that people's hearts can be changed by stealing their treasure, like you've said. If so, a different suspicion arises. People have gone mad or lost consciousness, never to recover, like the subway accident in April. Depending on how you look at it, that could be taken as a phenomenon for a sudden change of heart too. Were you related to those as well?
I don't know.
Fine. Let's get back to Madarame's case. Keep it concise and stick to the facts.
Even though we do know it's not actually us, but they didn't really give much of an option to say I don't know. Today's the last day of exams, huh? Seems like those, it seems like some of those were kind of tough. Well, it wasn't too bad. You should have gotten a decent score, right? Finally done with exams. Hey, are you going in for counseling? I saw the volleyball guys getting called in. Oh shit, I got that question wrong. I know, right? I feel like I have to protect that teacher. What teacher?
It's over.
It's over. How about you?
Feeling confident.
You traitor!
Anyways, can we stop talking about the exams? Like it or not, they're gonna come back graded next week.
Rather than focus on stuff that's over with.
What are you looking at?
The usual site. It's no use. There ain't any useful info. The number of posts are getting less and less too.
I am not letting this end as a one-hit wonder, okay?
There's no point in getting antsy, though. I know! Why don't we go eat lunch somewhere? We still have some money left over from the other day.
I want sushi then! Or domestic-raised eel.
We don't have that much left. Oh, right! There are those tickets to Madarame's exhibit. Wait, that's tomorrow.
Don't tell me. Was it love at first sight with that Yusuke guy?
It's not like that.
Of course not.
Morgana, you have no chance. You are a fucking cat.
When I was watching that special on TV, his artwork was pretty nice. Plus, we've got free tickets. Besides, this could also be related to what we heard in Mementos.
Madarame, was it?
I'm curious too.
That aside, what should I do about the other 2 tickets? Wanna go appreciate...
Fine arts, huh?
I suggest we should all go together. Appreciating the fine arts builds character. A phantom thief who can't identify an original is lame.
Well, if everyone's going...
It's settled then.
Should be fun. Sure.
Just the phrase going to an art exhibit sounds kind of
I've never
mature.
been to like an art museum or something that I can
Let's meet at the
recall.
exhibit entrance tomorrow.
Tomorrow we go to that exhibit with Lady Ann. I'm curious to know if this Madarame has anything to do with the names we heard in the Mementos. Can't afford to be late tomorrow. We better not go out right now. So, I keep thinking about what Nakon Nohara said. Could he have been talking about the famous artist Madarame? Sounds probably about right. Seconded. Yeah, great. The name really stood out to me. Yeah, I mean, you guys ever heard of someone else called Madarame? It's really not that common at all. If If what we heard is true, Kitagawa-kun is studying under a corrupt teacher. You mean a teacher who treats people like tools? Kitagawa-kun's life is probably pretty terrible. We gotta look into this. Oh, right. I think that's going to do it for today. Next time, well, we learned a lot about the mementos. This was like basically like the mementos episode. Learned about the mementos. And then next stream of Persona 5 Royal, we should be learning about Madarame and seeing if we can get into his palace. So yeah, that's what we'll be doing next time.